Alrighty, so Cerberus is out. Time to do a little bit of Cerberus versus Cerberus action. Um, Finally, I get to get my revenge on this stupid dog, which has caused so much issues for everyone. Now, obviously, we're going to maximize our intake on the traces. Obviously, Kaiser is going to be next. He should be, or it should be, the Wyvern should be, releasing either at the beginning of October or near the end. It's going to be within October, clearly, right? And so we'll see on whether or not if that's going to be deep penetration passive. Now, the shadow after that, there isn't any shadow, meaning the next shadow that we get will be in December, and BERU, the beast himself, the one that has, well, I won't spoil anything, but yeah, I think that's going to be the shadow that I'm probably going to be most excited for, and I'm really hoping that the passive is actually universally loved, because I want BERU to be like really up there. I mean, it kind of makes sense, especially lore-wise. Come on, you got to do justice here, developers. Don't sleep on that one. Now, also, actually, I want to show you guys this, because as you guys know, in Solo Leveling Arise, the developers are doing like original shadows. How do you guys feel about this Godzilla-like shadow? Thoughts on that? Like, imagine if they did like a collaboration and then it was just like Godzilla or King Kong. That would be, I don't know. I mean, for me personally, low-key, that's kind of fire. I'm just saying. So seeing now, I low-key kind of went crazy for that. So, you know, developers, just, you know, if you can make it happen, please do. That'd be pretty cool. Obviously, the Cerberus is out and about. So just to give you guys the rundown on some team comps. For the most part, when it comes to the main shadow you want to use, I know a lot of people have been using Blade to get the attack increase, so you can go down that route. If you have the Golem or Rock, then you can go about doing it there. I know a lot of people will resort to use Igris. I'm going with Cerbi because of the critical hit damage increase. But yeah, I think for the most part, a lot of people are cycling over these three. And then if you have the Rock, I know people are throwing the Rock, but predominantly it is Blade and Igris being used the most. But I'm going to go for Cerbi. When it comes to Hunters, the most common setup for Hunters is this team right here. Now, I've had an issue that even with having this team, I basically break to the point where there's like a millimeter, maybe even 1 centimeter of a break bar left. So I've just realized there's actually no point of me taking 2 breaks. So this is pretty much the 2 units that I always take. I mean, Nam's really good because her break it's medium, but she also freezes the Cerberus, which is highly more valuable. So consider using her. Obviously, Malin for the buffs as per usual, and so with that last slot, I typically take Min. All right. You don't have to take Min. I mean, you could take Cheyenne for the crits. I mean, that's not really advisable because I have done some runs and it wasn't really helping me out. I know people run this team so that way you can really just pile up on the freeze, especially if you are using Grimoire, which hopefully you guys are. But yeah, this is what I would suggest. Unless if you can break straight away with the break squad, go for it. Go for it. But I typically run this team. Alright. And then obviously weapon wise we're going to go with the Plum Sword and the Grimoire. Gear set wise, this set you're going to do the exact same thing for Jinwoo. If you take double breakers, you're basically going to mimic the break set as is on what's on Nam over onto Jinwoo, of course. Alright, so that's going to stay the same. Full blessing set for Malin, so keep that as the same. And then for Min, I just decided to give myself the attack increase along with keeping the 5% weakness increase, right? So that's going to stay the same. In terms of Sun Jin Woo, you can do a full greed set, sorry, curse set, not greed set, but a full curse set. Or if you want, you can do toughness and concentration of firepower. To be fair, I mean, results on when I was doing multiple runs, I mean, it was kind of like the same, but I'm just keeping the curse set. I don't know, because I feel like that might give me the leeway, to be fair. But I've had a little bit more success with the curse set than I have with the crit and concentration firepower. So yeah, that's pretty much the sets that I would suggest. And then lastly, in terms of skills, you've got choices of 2. Obviously, you're going to keep the Almighty Break. This is a must. Now the 2 options are, you can either go with this attack, which does a lot of damage and increases the damage dealt to targets in break state by 150%. So if you have it in heroic state, fantastic. If you have it in a legendary state, GG, you should be cooking. Even if you have it at rare state, you'll be just as fine. So it's there to do a lot of damage. You can also go with the absorption. This will be very, very, very handy to get your ultimate more quicker, and it will clean up the first 2 phases a lot sooner than this will, from what I've experienced. So those are going to be your 2 options. I found this more better because it does a lot more damage and kills the Cerberus more quicker. So there's that. But yeah, that will be the skills. And then when it comes to the blessings, this is kind of like my setup, just full on offensiveness. Now, what I did before was I was running this, so that way I can cool down on my skills, but realized I didn't really need that as much. So I decided to go full on offensiveness. Now I'm going to make a slight little change. I'm actually going to put on this. I want to see if Bloodlust can help me out when I do my run. But yeah, that's pretty much the run. So let's see if I can beat my time. 123 is my fastest. Okay, so pretty much I'm just going to kind of wing it down here. Do something like that. Ah, they ran away. Okay, so typically they would all die. But these 2 just decided to walk back, but that's fine. We can still make do. Yeah, time was really bad on this one, but it's okay. We got it, we're chilling. There we go, just one-shot that. And then we head over here to the boss. Now again, I'm not going to go for the double break, because for some reason he always lives on the smallest amount of HP. And literally, I'm just going to drop everything here. Pile it all on. Ooh, wait, that was actually good damage. So pretty much what I'm waiting on is, rather than using the Shadow Step now, is I'm just going to wait a little bit sooner. You should. There we go. Now we go. Boom. Get that defense decrease going, and then at this point, you want to save Nam, by the way. You want to save her for when he wakes up, like now. So that way you get the freeze off, and then just kind of get that additional damage off before he turns into, before he does this next phase. And then step forward, that should do a lot of damage. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait, shadow step. Oh, I could have actually done the Grimoire. I don't know if that would have done a little bit more, but it's fine, because after the ultimate we'll then go into the Grimoire, unless this kills. It did kill, nice. I don't know what time I got. I'm never going to be looking at the timer. I want it to be a surprise. Oh, I can see. I think it was over 123, was it? Yeah, okay, I think it was over. Oh, one, okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly reattempt it, but I'm going to also, I'll use Absorption now so you guys can see how quickly you can really just take out the first phases. Okay, so pretty much it's going to be you stand in the middle, do the swirly whirly. Any monster that you don't kill, that's fine, because what will happen is they'll be lined up beautifully, and if I line this up nicely, beautiful, look at that. Super quick, fairly easy. Phase 1 and 2 done and dusted, and that will then set you up for the Cerberus. That's why having that skill is pretty solid. And so over here now, you kind of want to just work your way on doing damage. Now, one thing which I did mistakenly do in the first run was I should have saved the Mei Lin and Min support up until I was ready to. Oh, damn it! Come on, throw it. Thank you very much. Yeah, so like now is perfect time to drop all of that. So Min comes out. Now one thing which I will suggest is as he's waking up, you throw Nam so that you freeze. So just before he goes into that next phase, you can ultimate. Again, if I mimic this beforehand, then I think I might have gone a quicker time. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, nice, good damage there, beautiful damage. Okay, I'm just gonna plum sword it while we're here. There we go. Yeah, if I had the other skill, which I prefer, oh yeah, 100% we would have cleaned up so quick. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I forgot to dodge. Okay, my bad. Can I freeze? No. Okay, that's fine. I just had to double check the roadmap and where is it? Yeah, so that's Kaisel. That's October, and so pretty much. Oh my god, that means we have got like 2-3 seasons worth of like shadow saving, basically, like shadow traces saving, because then the next shadow is in December, and obviously because of, you know, a big hint, we've got an idea on who it's going to be once we get past the initial storyline. Just, you know, wink wink, nudge nudge on that one, unless they give us an origin and then there is a new shadow for January possibly. But it makes sense to release him as a shadow in December. It will make sense. But yeah, goddamn. All right. Well, cool. We got a lot of shadow traits. So that, hey, that means maxing out BERU is going to be a lot more easier. Happy days.